Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another episode, a live episode of part two. And this is an unboxing or opening of swag and what I call swag and stuff I got at Oshkosh AirVenture 2024. So that was about a month ago, I guess it started. I think it started just a month ago. So, and then I took some extra time on my trip home. I usually dilly-dally around, drive around the country a little bit or fly around the country, whatever the case may be, this year and go explore a little bit. So, um, first thing that I got was this hat. Actually, when I first walked in the show, I went straight to the Textron booth and I got this Nike dry fit Cessna hat. And last time I got a hat at Cessna, I think it was a year ago. And I should just make sure my audio and everything is working. I think it is, but let's just be sure. I think it is, but let's just be sure. Yeah, I think it's working. Okay, so hopefully, there we muted. Okay, so anyway, so last year I got a Cessna hat that I like. It's okay. It's more of a like a kind of a cotton, just a hat like this, but not as nice and not as expensive. But and I've got I've got other similar hats from I think Cessna and some of the other manufacturers. I've got a cool Honda Jet hat that I like. It's kind of camouflage. And so anyway, this hat is a Nike dry fit hat. So it was it was good for walking around. It wasn't as hot this year, so that helped out a little bit. But still, kind of. I'm just trying to make sure my volume is. Yeah, mic volume looks like it's where it should be. So, just want to do this live. It's late at night, so don't expect any live viewers or participation. But anyway, so I got the Cessna Nike dry fit hat, and I pretty much wore it every day during the show because a lot of hats will start to like show sweat on the around the bill of the hat and stuff around the band of the hat. So this hat was great. It wasn't as hot this year, but anyway, this hat worked out really well for me this year. It was really comfortable, and then I didn't have to worry about sweating or being hot in it. And riding my bike and walking all around all day and all night and everything else. So I wore it, and actually Citation Max, who's a Textron longtime customer now, he said he liked my hat. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, I ran into Brian Schiff, who is Barry Schiff's son. My CFI, who I work with currently, is a big fan of Barry Schiff. Always, oftentimes quotes things. Barry Schiff was an aviation writer and well-respected member of the aviation community. And his son Brian has a YouTube channel, and I saw him and I recognized him, but I couldn't think of. Well, I wasn't 100% sure if he was who I thought he was, but anyway, so I kind of awkwardly I was in a booth that it was actually Sporty's clothing little booth inside one of the hangars. I said, "You look really familiar to me. I feel like I should know who you are." And then he kind of played dumb or kind of played coy for a minute, and then shouldn't say dumb, but then he was with Jeff Simon from Social Flight, who was kind of standing off to the side with one of his sons, and I recognized them, and I'd met them before, but Jeff's always really nice, and I told him again as I do all the time. I think that his YouTube channel is grossly underrated. I think his interviews are so good, especially one he did with Kenny G not too long ago. Apparently, I think he was saying he was going to be doing a follow up or something with him as well. But anyway, they were both really funny to talk to, and we were just shopping for stuff, and I think they were getting the inflatable autopilot. And anyway, Jeff gave me this little Social Flight little tin can, which is full of little airplane paper clips. So that was pretty cool. They have a tendency, the can has a little tendency to open up while you're traveling, and all the airplane paper clips fall out, but it's all cool. I really appreciate it. Last year, he gave me a little social flight pin, basically kind of like their logo right there, just on a like a little lapel pin. Another cool booth that I visited, I hadn't actually been to. I saw it before, but I just thought it was weird that they were there, and that's Duluth Trading, and they had their boxers, and last year I saw Duluth Trading. I just thought, well, that's not really aviation. They're just here selling clothes. I didn't really pay that much attention to it, but this year somebody was telling me, one of my friends was telling me that they wanted to get to the Duluth Trading booth early this year before they ran out of boxers, and they were telling me about the fly buck naked boxers that they have, and they had those, and then they had they're orange, and they have like Stearman like biplanes all over them, and they just say fly buck naked around the waistband, like that. And then they also had they had some patriotic red, white, and blue ones, and then they had all red boxers. I got several pairs of each, but I'm not going to show my underwear on YouTube. But uh, anyway, they had all red ones that said like removed before flight, like the little ribbons that you put on your pitot tube and stuff on an airplane. So that was pretty funny. And then Southwest, I'll just show you right here because it's right in front of me because I've been using it. Southwest had a lot of stuff I'll get to at some point as I go through my bags, but Southwest had lip balm, which I could desperately use a tiny bit right now. And then the other end of this is it's kind of funny. You'd think it'd be the other way around, but they had sunscreen. So you put a little sunscreen, especially on your nose, which I desperately needed. And the other thing nobody was giving out, that a couple companies, I think NetJets and Boeing and Southwest had a couple different types. I think they had a couple different sunscreens and stuff. And everybody had lip balm and sunscreen this year, which I don't remember that in the past. And then earplugs was another one that Southwest and I think Boeing or somebody else had, a couple other people. One thing that nobody had except for Target or somewhere was the Benadryl itch relief stick, which my legs were covered with about thousands of mosquito bites. But anyway, Southwest and some of the others were right on target with the sunscreen and lip balm. Another thing I got at Duluth unexpectedly on the first day was a shirt, kind of a Hawaiian type shirt, but with airplanes all over it, kind of blueprint airplanes. So that was kind of cool. And actually, I had occasion to wear it a couple times. Also, on my first day at the Textron booth, I got a Beechcraft Cessna water bottle, and since they're right here, I just washed these in my dishwasher because they're dishwasher safe. And EAA AirVenture, does it say 24? No, keep them flying. EAA convention flying. I don't think it has a year on it, but a water bottle. And I asked them actually while I was there. I wanted the water bottle because I thought it was pretty cool, but it's got, you can unscrew it this way. You can pop the top this way. Okay, my lighting went a little weird. Okay, that's getting better. Anyway, so let's see if I can. Oh, yeah. Need to see my messy counter. So you can drink out of it this way. There's like a little nipple type thing here that I don't really know how that works. So somehow I'm assuming you must be able to pull it up through here and then be able to just kind of suck on it. But and then this, I know this other thing here. This top piece here, this little ring pops open. So I guess you could, you can kind of hang it on something, which you can't hardly see. But so anyway, it's a cool water bottle. Actually, I always need a water bottle. My current water bottle I use like at the gym is cobbled together between an old small half-size blue water bottle and a purple water bottle where the lid broke. Something else happened to the little one, so I put them together and it works, but it's a little bit hokey. The other thing, I think I still have. Oh yeah, here's one of the best two items I ever got at Oshkosh. Oh, I just found something else I got at Oshkosh. Inside all my private jet, well, glasses. Delta Airlines, they were giving out a lot of stuff, and people I talked to at Delta Airlines, I mean, they're trying to make build relations with possible future employee prospects and things, and I'm not that, but everybody I talked to at Delta Airlines, which used to be my preferred airline at one time, quite a long time ago, they were really cool. But anyway, that's just a little plastic cup. And they were giving out all kinds of stuff. But probably 4 years ago at Oshkosh, I got the Cessna and Beechcraft, these vacuum formed mugs. These will keep your hot liquids hot for a day, and they'll keep your cold liquids cold. Ice, ice in the cup for like 2 days. It's unbelievable how great these are. They're just like the little half size ones. I've got well, I've got this one I got from Pratt and Whitney a long time ago. It's a nice coffee mug, and then I've got one that a FBO gave me, LA Jet Center in Hawthorne, California. They give out like the ones that they're like twice as tall as this, with more of a coffee mug lid. And I use that actually. I use it at Oshkosh, and when I camp or if I'm traveling, I use it as a thermos. I'll put basically about 2 cups of coffee in into that, and then I can refill this thing while I'm on a trip. I don't do it while I'm flying because that's way too much coffee for flying. But on to the rest of the things. So I got this Duluth Trading shirt. It actually I didn't notice when I bought it. It says relaxed fit. It is definitely very relaxed fit. It's got a loop on the back here. So this is the back collar. It's got the loop. Not sure the purpose of the loop. And then it's got a pockets. Let's see. So I thought it had some other goofy feature to it, but anyway, it's got a pocket with it does have a button here. So I actually wore it a couple times. I was invited to a dinner and stuff, and I didn't have a whole. I did have a couple polo shirts in my bag, but I actually just wound up wearing that on a couple occasions. I was invited to a couple things. One of those events I went to, I met a group from Lewis University. A bunch of their flight instructors were there, and they were all wearing red Lewis University shirts. And we wound up just hanging out and talking and having a good time visiting. And I went by their booth, and they gave me a t-shirt and some other swag. I get to this I actually purchased it wasn't very much. It was like $14 at Sporties. A t-shirt, more right rudder. I bought a couple of them. I gave them. A friend of mine is just about to solo, and so I got him one because I know my instructor used to always say more right rudder, more right rudder. So, and then from my favorite store, which is Runway 36. It's a great t-shirt and aviation gift supply store. They're virtual, they're online, runway36 probably.com. I think they go to Sun and Fun, but always at Oshkosh. And I've gotten to know the owner. She's always really cool. I met her originally at a Steve-O One Knievo meetup, and she gave me a Steve-O shirt. And then last year she gave me another shirt. But I've always bought a bunch of shirts every year from her because she just has great stuff. So this one is just the beer, Bravo, Echo, Echo, Romeo. And so it's funny, every time I'd wear her shirts around, I wore some older ones that I had. There's one that's Osh, it's got the dots on it for like landing on the dots. And then another one that I wore the day before Osh started on Sunday before the official Monday opening. I was out in Oshkosh at like Walmart and Chick-fil-A and places out just doing my shopping, and maybe a Saturday. And and I went into I was walking around Walmart and stuff. People were coming up to me everywhere. All of her shirts that I was wearing, all the Runway 36 shirts. People would come up to me and go, "Oh my gosh, where'd you get that shirt? I want that shirt." Like so many people came up to me, and I was like Runway 36, and I told them where to find her. She's always got a booth, and then she also has a little booth at the SOS Brothers beer tent at night. So she's pretty easy to find. This one I also bought is a one of my favorite logos for sure. The Piper Cup. Like how cute is that? Oh my gosh. So I kept seeing people with those. In fact, there was a guy, I think one of the guys working at Runway 36 had one of these shirts, and I was like, "Where'd you get that?" He's like, "At the Piper booth." And every year I've gone to the Piper booth and I didn't see any merch. It turns out they have like a kind of a showroom. It's not really a showroom because they have their showroom is all the planes outside. But and I'll do a proper follow-up video with pictures and videos and stuff of Oshkosh. I'll probably do a few. I'll probably do like my 5 favorite things and like 5 tips for camping at Oshkosh and stuff like that. Things that I would have liked to have known that I haven't really seen elsewhere. Like the first time I went, I knew nothing. I was a just total novice. But anyway, the Piper booth, like all the others, they have all the planes from their. They had a Tri-Pacer this year. They had a, all the way up to the M700, their newest, fastest, badass plane. But I'd never seen any merchandise, and I was always like, why did everybody else, Cessna, everybody's selling merch? Why aren't they selling merch? But it turns out they actually have. There's a separate set of doors off to the side of their office area where they try to sell you an airplane, where they have like a little merchandise stand, and it's actually they have some pretty cool stuff. There'll be some other appearances I think during this video. Anyway, and then AOPA. Went by the AOPA booth, which I had actually was trying to get there all week, and I think I finally got there on Saturday right before the show ended. But I actually went there a couple times that day. But they were, of course, they get you when you walk in. And you give your membership number, your name, or whatever. Then they're like, "Oh yes, it looks like your renewal is in October. If you renew now, it's you can save $20 or something." And so renew your membership, and then you get a free hat or something. And then I got this shirt from the owner of Flight Outfitters. He was actually there in the booth at the time. So he's a great guy and makes great products and always he's tended to give me some freebies at Oshkosh. But Boeing t-shirt, amongst other things I got at the Boeing store. I forget how much this shirt was. It was like maybe, I don't even know if it was $20. It might have been like 18 or something. I don't remember for sure, but everything at the Boeing store was like way cheaper than most merch anywhere. And like even EAA, some of their stuff is kind of pricey, but the Boeing, like I'll show you a couple things I got there that were just really reasonable. Final item was Glacier National Park, which was what does that say, Montana? I never even noticed that this I haven't worn this shirt yet, but down the sleeve it says Montana. That's cool. I like graphics on sleeves of t-shirts. I'm sort of a little bit in the apparel business, and I like graphics on sleeves. Makes it less boring. And then the Runway 36 also got a. Can't really see able to open it up here. And this was a gift from Elisa, the owner of Runway 36. So Fly Washington shirt. They have every state, but she gave this to me because I sent all those people to her. Everybody, I was wearing her shirts every day, and people were coming up to me every day saying, "Where'd you get that shirt?" So, got to go to Runway 36. Is it runway36.com if you spell it out? And they're on Instagram, Facebook. That's all it says. Anyway, the other thing about their shirts, that they have great shirts. They're fun, they're silly, they've got all kinds of goofy aviation related, humorous, cool, collectible gifts. But the key ingredient to their shirts are that these are like the softest, most comfortable, best fitting t-shirts of any anything anywhere I've ever experienced. They're truly they're great shirts. They fit right. They're not weird. Like even the shirt I'm wearing right now is not perfect, um, but it's like they're just great. And then also at the AOPA booth, I bought a it's kind of like a t-shirt, um, kind of a t-shirt, long sleeve t-shirt weight hoodie, which I don't have any of those in um, AOPA shirts. So this is actually a really comfortable shirt. And I think Mark from Flight Outfitters, I think the person who does all of their graphics or all their t-shirts and their merch. So um, anyway, this and it does have the little pockets down in the bottom front of the hoodie. But I've never had any of these lightweight hoodies. All my hoodies are like full strength, cold weather, uh, full on hoodies. But anyway, so that hoodie is I wore it. I think I wore it in Montana when it was a little cooler at night, and then I wore it. I was up in Canada right after that, and I wore it up there too. It was really comfortable. Let's see. I Cirrus. I was a Cirrus VIP, which was really cool. Cirrus at their um, I sometimes give Cirrus grief, but they they well they're appealing to a certain market, and they have a nice sort of a temporary building they have for their base. They have all their airplanes, their jets, and their SR-22s and 20s and stuff. Quite a few of them outside, and you can get in them. They have salespeople there helping you, get in and look at and explain everything. And I was with some friends who were looking at their jet, and so we checked that out. But we had access to the rooftop viewing platform. Basically, they have a rooftop, um, kind of an outdoor hospitality suite with it has some shade, but it also has a great view of the daytime air shows and stuff. And then they also have an owner's suite in the back, which is down on the main floor. It's air conditioned. They've got just both upstairs, and then downstairs they've got cold drinks. And, they've got just tons of like Gatorade and water and stuff like that. In the owner's suite, they have like everything. They've got like so they don't have alcohol, but they have a little coffee bar where they'll make you a coffee, or they have all kinds of beverages, cold beverages, and then snacks, all kinds of snack foods and things, everything, including, which I thought was funny, they had Pop Tarts, and these are brown sugar and cinnamon Pop Tarts, which probably wouldn't be my first choice, but just what they had, and I'll still have it. Anyway, so I had some great snacks for actually that kind of held me over a little bit camping the last couple days of camping, and then on the trip home and stuff. It was really nice. I think Cirrus, every time I'd reach over, and I had a bag on the passenger seat next to me. I'd kind of reach over and kind of grab a handful of something. Anyway, more merch. Piper Fury M700 hat. I like hats, so I like this hat. I think it's pretty cool looking. I probably should have just gotten one with the Piper logo on it, but nobody knows what Fury M700 means. But it's pretty cool. Sporties, bought some stuff from Sporties, so they threw in actually kind of a cool retro looking hat. Um, I like it, and I like Sporties. Um, One time they picked me off, but most of the time I've always liked them. Husky, I lost my Husky hat. I think it was last year. I fell off my bike, and I lost my hat, but I replaced it this year. So, and I like Husky products. I think they have cool stuff. Also, Flight Outfitters, um, just good. kind of a retro sort of trucker, a little bit of a trucker style hat. Pretty much all of these are. Boeing. Again, this hat was maybe, I forget if it was $15 or $18 or something. They had all kinds of different color combos. They had, lighter gray, dark, all black stuff. This is kind of my lighting is freaking out a little bit, but there we go. Yeah, so this is a little more kind of a gray, medium to dark gray, medium gray, slightly darker than medium gray on the front with black. Yeah, actually, I had found another hat, and then a friend of mine saw this and was looking at it after I'd bought my other hat, and then I just asked them if can I get this hat instead of the other one? I forget what the other one was. Yeah, this is $18 backwards. Yeah, $18. I mean, that's for a nice hat. Even it's somebody's corporate logo and stuff. But I bet you this Husky hat was probably 35 or 40. It was up there. The Piper hat. This was free. This was actual swag, sporties. I really like this hat actually. It's cool. This Piper hat was probably, oh, it was 28. So, and then let's see, I feel like there's other hats in this bag. There are more hats in this bag. Let's see. Oh yeah, the official Oshkosh hat. This one's pretty cool. It's got Oshkosh kind of superimposed in there. Let's see it. There. Oshkosh. EAA. And on the side, which I also like. I like stuff on the side of a hat like that. AirVenture 2024. Oshkosh on the back. EAA on the tab. Little tag there. I mean, that's really cool, actually. This is a really well done hat, and plus it's I don't know if that's really dark navy. I think I wouldn't quite call that black. I think it's dark navy with yellow, really bright yellow. I saw a kid actually. I was at Walmart like Saturday, I think, before the show, and there was a kid there wearing it, and I saw 2024 on there, and I bought some of their other hats other years, but I saw that and I said something to him. I was like, I like your hat. I was like, I'm gonna get one of those. And then I went to their store, and sure enough, they had thousands of them. And then let's see here. We've got AOPA. This is my AOPA renewal hat. So they were also celebrating their 85th anniversary for AOPA, Aircraft Owners and Pilots Association, made in Vietnam. So anyway, it's a cool hat. It's got a little kind of a beige, two-tone green beige thing. It's nice embroidered logo. It's just a applique or something. Let's see. I got my Cirrus Vision Jet hat. And also, this is a Nike. I think it's a Nike. Is it dry fit? Yeah, it's a Nike dry fit hat, just like the Cessna hat that I'm wearing right now. So, this is actually this hat's a little heavier. It's solid, more of a golf hat. This hat is like really lightweight. There's portions of these panels that are like they're stretchy. It's almost see-through, but it's really stretchy. This is a hat you could throw in like a flight bag or just a backpack or whatever while you're hiking or whatever, and just have a hat handy. It'll kind of basically roll up into just nothing. So great hat. It was not cheap, $50, and then my friends at Garmin gave me a pretty cool hat. I think it's a little bit understated. So it's Garmin, very similar to my Boeing hat. Just let's just find out. Is it the same? Here's my Boeing hat. Okay. Not quite exactly this. Very, very similar though. Same brand, Richardson. But yeah, very, very similar. And then I like the fact that it's just really pretty understated. Just have Garmin down in the corner rather than, and this is like the raised rubber type print. I don't know what you call that, but um, it's like a heavy rubber screen printing almost. Feels really good when you kind of rub it, roll your handle on it. But anyway, that's pretty cool, pretty baller hat from Garmin, and they gave that was free. Nice swag. But I had to buy a very expensive item from them, but it's going to save my life, so I'm all for it. And then everybody, pretty much, you buy or do business with anybody, they'll give you a nice, like a shopping bag or like these stringy, whatever you call these stringy backpack kind of things. Um, so then they make really good, make great hats great bags to store your hat collection in. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus 11. Oh, 12. I have another hat somewhere. I forget where it is, but I have a Southwest Airlines hat. They were giving out hats, all kinds of stuff. So a lot of companies were giving out really good stuff. Like Boeing had great stuff they were giving out this year. So let's see if I can get all shirts and stuff. Let's see. I came home with so much stuff. Like, how many shirts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I bet you that's not all. I have a feeling there's. It's just drop it. Okay. Oh, where's that? Oh, my Fly Washington shirt. I like this shirt. It's it's simple. It's very simple, understated. It's cool. Quite a detailed map of Washington, I might add. I fly all those little crinkly little watery areas. I fly around there a lot. It's cool. Let's see. Here's an item, which is sunscreen. Yeah, which is so great. I I have a whole bunch of little, like about this size little things of or what's a Hawaiian or Tropicana or whatever. Not Tropicana. Um, what's the name of the anyway? Sunscreens, little things of this. I have a whole bunch of them, which are great for camping or traveling and stuff. And I have some that are still in their packaging, not opened. And I show up on this trip and I don't have any of them. I don't know where they are, but uh, smart companies were handing out sunscreen at a would have been nice last year, but anyway. So NetJets had a little carabiner on their sunscreen. It's pretty cool. Very nice. That's a really nice thing to give out. My friends at NetJets also gave me a little mini fan, which I never did use. I have a fan camping, which I didn't really use this. So this, oh yeah, it has a USB. That's awesome, actually. That's cool. So that has a USB on there, and then oh, it works. 3 speeds. I hadn't even tried this yet. I'll put it for you. There's a little button right here, and then that's low, medium. How cool is that? Oh, that you can probably hear it. You hear the wind on the microphone. Oh, that's nice. Wow. Thank you, NetJets. What's great is it doesn't even have their name on it, but it's packaging. But yeah, that was That was pretty cool. Some companies like that, you just go around and talk to them and chit chat a little bit, and they end up just like throwing stuff in. I always had a bag with me because it seemed like every day at the moment I'd walk in the show, I'd buy something, and then NetJets. I think it's a luggage tag. Cool. Cool stuff. And then EAA bags brought to you by Collins Aerospace, Pat Whitney. Oh my, this is just chock full of stuff. So Pratt Whitney, they had some cool stuff this year. Always have stickers. Let's see, what was this? Oh, Speedy Cop. This was yeah, they had the like a, what was that, a 310? I forget what that is. It's the 24-hour of lemons. It was at the Elvis jet, but it wasn't part of Jimmy. It was this other guy. And then NOAA, NOAA, National Oceanic. They had all kinds of Hurricane Hunter. They had cool stickers. Husky. That's a nice husky. I like the angry husky. AOPA and lots of stickers. They got kind of the up from the lighting. There we go. They had this one over here, which is kind of muted and full strength. And then they just sent me, actually right here, they just sent me, thank you for renewal, with some new wings for the car, which I need on my current car. I have them on one of my cars. Yeah. Let's see, Abaddon, Oshkosh. Oh, these guys were cool. Combi. Let's see. Combi, Kombi, Brazil.com right there. These guys brought a bunch of VW buses and all kinds of old Volkswagens, but they're not really that old. They're not as old as you might think they are, because I'll probably have pictures of some of their stuff in when I do a video, but they, down in Brazil, South America, a lot of parts of the world, they still made the original Volkswagen products all the way like into the 1990s, maybe even into the 2000s, like the original Beetle, Super Beetle, the buses and stuff. And that's what they had, was they had a bus in particular that was, it was like 1992 or 3 or something like that. It looked like the old ones that we knew from the 70s and 60s and stuff, but they still made them in Brazil all the way along. So they take these and refurbish them, and then they shipped a whole bunch of them up here. They had inside the show right next to Pilatus, they had a display of their products, and then they had at the in the campground at Camp Scholler, they had another collection of a bunch of their old stuff. It was really cool. And then other people had old Volkswagens, buses, and Beetles. There's a Beetle that I saw it on the road, and then I found it in the campground, and it was, I knew when I saw it on the road, I knew it was going to be cool, and then I just happened to find it in the campground, and it was totally awesome. A very early original VW Bug from late 50s, early 60s, pristine, brand new, showroom condition, with a rooftop tent, whole camping setup on a Beetle, a little tiny Beetle. Cool. Best scrubbers. These are all like stickers. And best tugs. Best tugs, say scrubbers. They had a cool setup. They were all nice. Actually, I talked to the wives, Mark and Mike's wives. That's cool. Southwest, that's just the wingtip. I like that sticker. I think I got one last year. Flight Outfitters, excellent company. I have their lift flight bag, which I will do a video like what's in my flight bag coming up. I've got new things for my flight bag that I have to add to it before I can do the video. And NASA, cool. The NASA logo is, if they were selling t-shirts, I would have bought one. I didn't see them. Speaking of which, part of the reason I want to do this video is that there's an item towards the end of this that I want to introduce, and then tomorrow I think I'll do an unboxing with that. Let's see, what are these? Oh, Sporties. Yeah, Sporties was throwing some swag in my bag a couple different times. So Sporties earplugs with the string connectors. And then Hurricane Hunters again. They're always there. They always have a really nice display. Gleam, my little like a foam airplane from Gleam. Gleam is a kind of a test prep study ground school type company. FWS Aviation, which I think is not 100% sure. I think it's government, but or government contract. Let's see. Well, this is from Runway 36. Send nudes. Send nudes when you land, so I know you're safe. And these are cozies for like canned beverages, adult beverages. So yeah, I have this shirt from last year as well, which I'd never wear. I wore it when I went back to Oshkosh. It's one of the shirts like Saturday or something before the air show. People were coming up to me just going, "Where'd you get that shirt?" And I was like, 836. Send nudes when you land, so I know you're safe. It's just silly. And then Pilot Institute, lanyard. They have all kinds of stuff for fly buck naked figures. And let's see. Oh yes, Southwest Airlines again coming through with the win on Southwest Airlines earplugs, which at a air show, lip balm, sunscreen, and earplugs. Southwest Airlines nailed it. Remove before flight. I love these. Or remove before takeoff. Love all these things. I've got a whole bunch of them on one of my backpacks. This is from Pilot Institute also. Pratt & Whitney for the win on the sunglasses. Nice. I've got previous years. I've got Sun Country. I think they're all the same exact sunglasses. Sun Country, Boeing. Let's see. Boeing. Boeing had these ones the last few years. Let's see, Boeing on. They had different glasses this year. We will get there. So I just put these over there. What I tend to do with these glasses is I kind of just keep them handy, and then doing work outdoors or mowing my lawn or something. I like using those free sunglasses so I don't mess up my good ones. Let's see, more Southwest lip balm sunscreen. Also, Southwest had what looks like little miniature deodorant. Is actually sunscreen. It says right there. Stick. I've never seen a sunscreen stick. I used some of those on my nose. What was this one here? Removed before flight, following or removed before take. I forget who that is. Who's that logo? Oh, For Flight maybe? I forget. For Flight had a lot of stuff. 2024 Oshkosh Beach Cessna and Pipistrel, which is now a part of the Textron family, but they didn't make the sticker. And then we've got the Department of Transportation of the United States of America little balsa wood little model airplane. And then, oh yeah, Sporties. Sporties had a little, like a little iPad, kind of like a lens cleaner cloth. Had all kinds of things like transponder codes, 1200 VFR, 7500 hijack, 7600 LOSCON, 7700 emergency, all your light gun signals, in-flight intercept procedures, stuff like that. What not to say on the radio. Surely you can't be serious. Switching to guns, Roger, Roger. I feel the need for speed. Talk to me, Bob. Because I was inverted. We've got clearance. Welcome to Con Air. I've never landed. Blah blah. Anyway, all the things you shouldn't say that everybody says. These are Hurricane Hunters, I think. That's their logo. Mm-hmm. King and the Ace of Spades. And then gobs and gobs and gobs of pens. Best Aviation, Best Tugs, Best Scrubbers, Delta Airlines, Tech Ops. They were really nice. New Pacific Airlines, also very nice. Um, they were in like the career center. Stratos Aircraft, they're there every year with a huge display. Um, no aircraft show, but AEA Pilot's Guide. I forget what that was. I'll have to look it up. They gave me a pen. Least I could do. Let's see. Avidyne was giving out little Avidyne American flag lapel pins, and Sling Aircraft fidget spinner from my friend Kelso at Sling Aircraft. So pretty cool. This is actually a really great little boy, that thing spins every which way. Everything in there spins. Anyway, thing to hand out. We got the Propel by Delta keychain / bottle opener. So that'll open the bottle. It's in that bag. So, what I do is I have friends that I've been trying to get to go to Oshkosh with me, and a lot of people, I don't think they fully understand Oshkosh. Like it's hard, really kind of hard to appreciate it or fully understand how cool Oshkosh AirVenture is. Like you've been there. And so I try to get my friends to go. Let's see. I thought I had stuff in this bag, but it's a Pratt Whitney bag. We actually had these were like in little packets. And came in really handy. Every day I bought and I gathered so much stuff that um, it was really handy to have. Everybody had bags, or a lot of companies had bags, so it was really handy. Let's see. This here is the Boeing bag. Again, another one of these stringy backpack kind of bags, duffel bag, little backpack bag. Got a nice pocket in the front. And then now they kind of changed their program a little bit this year, where they were well, anyway, they in the past years they would just hand these out. You walk into the little Boeing building, which is right in Boeing Plaza. Um, they have some really cool stuff there. But anyway, you walk in there and they were just handing out these bags with the sunglasses, like these ones. And anyway, last year they had little bamboo camping utensils. Stuff is pretty funny. But this year they were only every 15 minutes were they giving out the bag, and inside the bag you've got lip balm attached by a carabiner to the Boeing sunscreen, which is very similar, suspiciously similar to the NetJets sunscreen. Great that like everybody's giving this stuff out, which is very much appreciated because it's really handy. Let's see, it's another Southwest earplug stuck in there. Oh, another Southwest. And then kind of one of the things, I wasn't even sure what this was. It's just a blue, kind of a blue cloth that was in the Boeing thing. It's like a performance type material, kind of like a recycled performance type material. It says 100% repurposed, I think polyester made in China. But anyway, I finally looked up on the label the number on it and stuff, and it's kind of a towel to use like for sweat stuff. You're outside and heat and everything. It's really actually a great thing. A couple days. It was never really all that bad this year. It wasn't really overly humid and hot this year, but it was a nice. Let's see. Oh, it's just the Southwest. Well, funny because there was a pair of sunglasses in here. I thought they were just in there. Now I don't know where they are. So see if I can across those. Here they're. Here they nearby. Oh, here they. Well, I had them a few minutes ago because I had to wear these. So these are the Boeing glasses this year. So they say Boeing there. These are actually, uh, anyway, these are actually really cool sunglasses. Like, um, I was hiking up in Canada and I couldn't find my normal sunglasses, and I had these with me. They were in a anyway. I had them with me, and so they they fit very snug. They're kind of tapered inward, so I think they're designed that a little kid could wear them or an adult. So, and I honestly, if I'd worn these while I was out in public, I'd be a little slightly embarrassed, but or wear these. But Pratt Whitney glasses, I'd wear those. And then these bone glasses, I thought they looked really cool. I mean, they look like glasses a normal, fairly somewhat normal person would wear. Anyway, so um, they were great. And let's see, so another bag here from our friends at Sirius XM. They loaded me down pretty good this year. Let's see, this bag is actually this is stuff without information. So one thing I've been trying to do more in my life, buy more souvenirs when we travel. Because my mom always had like you can't see my refrigerator over there, but okay, my mom always had like magnets on her refrigerator. So Glacier National Park got the little tour box, and I got a little like a lapel pin of that. I would never wear that on my lapel, but might wear it somewhere. I got some Glacier National Park sign and the Glacier National Park with this tour bus on it. So that's kind of like and it's one of the really cool things about Glacier. So I'll probably put one of these stickers on my laptop, like on the cover of my laptop, somewhere on my laptop. But anyway, and then let's see here. This down on my refrigerator, and then lapel pin, stuff like that. My mom would, she was good about collecting things. She's graduate, so I've been trying to be better about having little mementos, little more AOPA stickers. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, interesting. I know where those need to go. Sure I didn't open this bag already. Seeing repeat item. Let's see here. We got the ForeFlight pen. That's actually a really nice pen. These pens, I get them, I use them like all year round. I've got this Air Wisconsin pen from last year. Garmin pen. It's more best aviation. AEA pilots, I forget what they are. More best aviation. New Pacific Airlines again. Yeah. NORAD US Northcom. I actually enjoy talking to them. I actually talked to a Royal Canadian Air Force pilot who was working the NORAD booth because he's assigned to them. And I talked to him for like 45 minutes. We had a great chat. US FWS Aviation, which was that Fish and Wildlife, right? US Fish and Wildlife Service. Did I have a cozy from them? I think I did. I think that's what that was. Delta Tech Ops again. Good stuff. And Stratos aircraft. So I think I usually get extras of these. Just if I grab them and then wait, did I already go through this one? No, still no, I guess I didn't. Oh, interesting. So okay, I have extra. Okay, so got another sling. I was wondering where these were. I was trying to find because I had like four of these. He gave me four sling fidget spinner. This is FWS Aviation. What was it? Stick to wait. Did I already go through this whole bag? No, I don't think I did. Hang on, I got another bag here that I think oh, I know. Okay, now I know. I have a friend who, so I grabbed a couple extra swag bags like from Boeing and stuff for a couple of my friends. And I saw on my way home, I stopped and saw one of my friends and I gave him his swag bag, but I hadn't put together all of his stuff, like all these things. So that last bag was that's his extra bag that I owe him. And he's my weather watcher. So um, I was wondering, I thought I was losing my mind, but I have a couple friends, so like I grabbed some extra stuff for. And then so more of the same. Let's see. Here's a bigger Husky Aviat sticker. Another Pratt Whitney. I love these. I love Pratt Whitney's logo. Got some really cool stuff from them. Aviationgifts.com. Best scrubbers, Sirius XM. I'm gonna hold that back because I need that. Or Hurricane Hunters. Husky. Check this out. Husky, handcrafted in Wyoming, USA. That's a cool sticker. That or one of these is going on. One of these Huskies is going on my computer. Aviat aircraft. Hurricane Hunter. I've got some stickers on my computer that I just put on there just because I was trying to make my computer look old and junky when it was brand new. No workhorse. What's it say? Low, slow, and good to go. Cool. Oshkosh Combi. They had cool stuff. I think this is Hurricane Hunters. Oshkosh 2024. Textron. Let's see. Fly buck naked. I'm gonna give him some of those. I have so many best tugs. Let's see. What else we got here? So many stickers. At Whitney, another one. Oh, another Oshkosh. Oshkosh. Peace. Thank you, Textron. Textron is awesome. Sirius XM aviation on board. Cool. Need to go on my laptop. One of those. Foreshadowing Oklahoma. Oklahoma coaster. I should keep that up. Use it. Southwest stickers. Lots of those. And these guys. And then another Aviat Husky. And then let's see, all kinds of brochures for spot, emergency spot locator device. Here's some good stuff for NORAD intercepts. If you get intercepted, you don't want to do that. But if you do, aviation weather, NOAA, aviation weather services, they all had, it's not as exciting as the flashing new airplanes. Oh, what is this? EFB for maximum freedom. I fly EFB. More on that later. Aviation and more stickers from NORAD. Cool. Low, slow, and good to go. And then, yeah. So one of my friends that I get some of these things for, he helps me with the weather because NASA. Oh yeah, NASA's Sustainable Aviation. Talked to them for a long time. Very interesting. Is this aviation weather pilot map.o? Anyway, my friend that I get some of these swag bags for, he helps me out with weather because when I'm at Oshkosh, sometimes it's really hard to get on my phone and look up the weather, especially when there's obviously a storm coming in and there's threatening uh, thunderstorm or something. So there's a Cirrus VIP pass 2024 came with it. But anyway, this friend of mine, I can text or call him, and he'll look up my weather. He'll take screenshots of the radar and send it to me. And sometimes it was better this year. I was able to get on with data a lot more often, and I was able to get on Wi-Fi from EAA at the show or in the campground, never at my campsite, but in the campground. I could ride my bike over to like the little store, and I could always get Wi-Fi there. So let's see, Lewis University lanyard. So pretty cool. Sometimes I don't wear ID or lanyards very much, but I do sometimes, like at the airport, I need it. So it's always good to have a cool. And Lewis University, they were cool. Enjoyed them. Oshkosh 2024 little mini windsock. Got a couple of those for my friends. Let's see. Cirrus had all kinds of AirVenture Cirrus sticker packets, stickers, and patch that I just dropped. I never know what to do with patches. Well, I could sew it onto a backpack or something. That's actually deer FWS, which is what? Fish and Wildlife Service Aviation. I think another cozy from them. And let's see, another Gleam airplane and a United States Department of Transportation airplane. Kind of, it's like balsa wood, paper thin balsa wood. The visitor's guide for EAA AirVenture, along with the map and stuff. I think my camping registration is in there. And let's see, more removed before flight. This one I think is for flight following. I forget. This one here, removed before. Oh, I actually bought this one for like $7 from Piper. It was actually a bit expensive, I thought, for the fact that everybody else was giving them away. But let's see here we go. Pilot Institute. Removed before flight. Another set of earplugs from Sporties. Another Southwest Airlines deodorant style sunscreen. This is amazingly nice. Pratt Whitney belt buckle. This weighs about 5 pounds. It's like a legitimate, solid, really nice. Not like a sticker or anything. This is like a really nice, well done belt buckle. I don't wear belt buckles very often, but I do have some. I have some that are like collector belt buckles. Even I've had some since I was just a little kid that I treasure. Cessna keychain, which is leather, and it's nice. I think I bought that. Fish and Wildlife Service, removed before flight. Apero 2024. Apero Aviation. I think they make ADS-BN receivers. Here's a backed chart it all. Yeah, and this is like the chart at Oshkosh. And Pratt Whitney, nice little it's like a rubberized sticker. It's actually a really nice sticker. That's going on my laptop. And Pratt Whitney, like kind of like a challenge coin. PT6, 60 years, 1 billion hours of flight. So on the back, it's stamped with. Let's see. So PT6, 60 years, 1 billion hours of flight. And it's basically it's like a challenge coin. It's high quality. Pratt Whitney, you know, they give out quality stuff, and then these sporties things, which I'm going to add one of these to another bag over there. I have another swag bag for my CFI. Let's see. Also another Delta bottle opener keychain, Avidyne. A couple of these Avidyne American flag things, and then we've got the Air Wisconsin golf tees. Thank you, Air Wisconsin. I have a soft spot in my heart for Air Wisconsin. We've been through a lot together over the years. Good airline. They have never pissed me off. Say that. I haven't flown them in a long time. We used to do the soggy Chicago hustle on British Aerospace 146, which was as I told them I used to fly on that. It was they called it the mini or the baby 747. It's really kind of like a mini C-17. 4-engine high wing, was the original regional jet. Before there were really regional jets, it was like a small regional jet. And that thing was great. And anyway, gosh, this is a lot of stuff. Let's go on. Then thank you, Sirius, for the bag. I got a lot of nice swag from Sirius. They were so cool. Sirius, I just happened to be walking by their booth, just totally randomly, and I saw something in their booth, and I went in to look at it, and that changed my life. We'll get to that. It's going to save my life. Let's see. What else do we have? Oh, we got a few more bags. Okay, this bag here, I'm thirsty, is my swag bag for my sit by. I got him a Boeing swag bag, little stringy backpack thing. And then he flies beavers, so he's got a long history of flying beavers. So I got him a hat, retro hat. It's very similar to my Sporties hat, but it's actually from Flight Outfitters, and it's a beaver. So it is rather understated, kind of cool. I like it. I like this distressed embroidered thing on there. Let's see, I got him a PA sticker. Somewhere. Okay. Got him some Sporties earplugs. He gets, of course, the standard Boeing treatment of the Boeing sweat rag thing, sweat towel, sports towel, multi-purpose sport. He has a long history with Pratt & Whitney, so I got him the 60th anniversary PT6 and the belt buckle and the decal sticker thing. Cool. He gets the Boeing sunglasses, cool, because they come with the Boeing swag bag, Fish and Wildlife Service cozy. All the remove before flight Oshkosh stickers, all those things. More Oshkosh stickers. He's also flies a lot of Cessnas and Beechcrafts. Let's see, he gets a Southwest sticker, even though his son flies for JetBlue. Flight Outfitter sticker. A Pratt Whitney, a couple more Pratt Whitney stickers. His daughter also flies Pratt Whitney powered Beavers, of course. Sirius XM on board because he's going to have Sirius XM aviation on board when he flies with me, for sure. National NOAA, Avidyne, Best Totes, bunch of swag. Let's see what else we got here. Another NOAA, the Hurricane Hunter, low, slow, and good to go. I like it. Another Apero. Gosh. Boom. Got him the standard issue Boeing sunscreen and lip balm. Of course, the Southwest deodorant style stick. We've got the APG Seattle Avionics rocket root. Okay. Got the Southwest Airlines earplugs, got the Southwest Airlines lip balm and sunscreen. We got the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service pen. We got the AEA pilots name pen. Yeah, and Avidyne, because he flies all kinds of planes with all kinds of equipment, including Avidyne. And then I was going to add in, I'll throw in another Avidyne for him. And then the Sporty's iPad screen cleaner with all the cheat sheet items on there, light gun signals, what not to say, all those things. And then I'll throw in for him, I'll throw in the Pratt Whitney, extra pair of Pratt Whitney sunglasses as well, because he's got a long history of Pratt Whitney and the Boeing sunglasses. So throw all that in there for him. And he's the best flight instructor I've ever had. It's not even close. I've had a couple good flight instructors in 35 years, but anytime I've ever flown with him, he doesn't have the controls. I've asked him to show me things. He just goes, nope, you're gonna do it. It's like, it's awesome. He's very, very well respected in the community as well. So let's see here. A little piece of fuzz on there. I like this hat. He wears hats too. He frequently wears a hat, almost always has a hat on while we're flying. So I generally try not to wear a hat when I'm flying because my dad always told me not to wear a hat while I was driving. But I don't know if that's necessary, but it's just, that was always my dad's advice. So then I almost got him the More Right Rudder shirt, but he's never had to say that to me. That was way back in the early days when I got the More Right Rudder. And then I got another stringy backpack drawstring bag thing. Got the bag from the Lewis University Flyers, and they have a cool logo. They're just outside of Chicago, private Catholic college with flight program. They have their own airport. The very early days of flight sim, I used to fly into their airport way, way back. The very first rendition of flight sim. It's a long time ago. And then we've got, company that I really like. I used to fly a plane that had be helpful if they put their name on their brochure, Power Flow exhaust system. So I grabbed some of their brochures on all the different planes that they're STC for. Bordy's Aviation Gifts. Bordy's was awesome this year. Just they have bags when I'm traveling, just in case I need to put stuff in them. I met this lady, Kathy Babis. She's the first female seaplane pilot to circumnavigate mainland Australia, plus a lot of other things. And I think she was also a ATC. She was at a ATC forum. The NATCA, which is the National Air Traffic Controllers Union Association, they put on a great forum just talking about, utilizing them for help and stuff. Really cool. This is called a bivy stick. So it's a SOS type thing. So just all kinds of brochures and stuff I picked up from all the companies. I don't need to go through all of them. They, yeah, just avionics news. What was this one? No, AEA pilots go. I'm still not sure who they are. Cessna owners, COPA, Cessna owners and pilots, or Cessna owner organization. Cessna, what are they called? Cessna owner organization. Cessna owner organization. So they have like their own magazines and stuff. I didn't join, but I probably should. I'm blessed Cessna. So, oh yeah, these guys, JMB Aircraft, they're kind of the reincarnation of Lancer. Cool stuff. Diamond Aircraft, they always have just a killer display at Oshkosh. They've got a DA 42 Twin Star mounted up on a pedestal. It's 30 feet in the air. What's cool is it's a great landmark too, so you can navigate when you're out walking around. It's one of my navigation points when I'm walking around the Oshkosh. The first year I went, I got lost. I just was always backwards. I couldn't figure out where the gate was where I left my bike, etc. But what I figured out was that there's that, and then the Diamond Twin Star, and then the fine folks at Verizon, which I don't use, but Verizon has a mobile. It's like a disaster tower that they would take out to like a hurricane or someplace where there's been a major disaster, and so it's a portable cell tower, and they set one up at Oshkosh because there's so many people in a place that normally doesn't have very many people. So it's it's a great landmark for me to find. It's I don't think it's the main gate. It's kind of the secondary gate, but it's the main gate that goes to the campground, and it's also I always park my bike somewhere relative to that, so I can always find my way out of there when I leave. Let's see, we got some more stuff. Level Aviation. They make the bomb, and they make ADS-B type receivers and stuff. They have a portable receiver. I almost bought. I was close to it, and I really like the company. I really like the people, the owners. The owner and his family, great. But I went a slightly different direction. Then there was ForeFlight and the Sentry. There's another there's more Level stuff. I really like Level. It's close to buying their stuff. Then Stratus, I've used Stratus transponders, and then Stratus Stratus 3i, their portable white and black devices. They're about thicker than a cell phone, but they're about that size. Used those before other people, but one of the things I wanted to get or find out about while I was at Oshkosh this year was a portable ADS-B solution, because I fly so many different airplanes. I fly probably 15 or 20 different planes, and it's a Lewis University flyer. Literally a flyer, isn't that what they call them? Flyers. Anyway, so I'm in and out of a lot of different planes, and sometimes I switch planes at the last minute, or fly one day and something else the next day. But the one of the things I wanted to figure out was a solution to portable ADS-B in for traffic, most importantly, because I fly in really busy Class B airspace, and then also weather. And so there's one little device. It's called like a ping or something like that, and I don't know if they even make it anymore. I forget who was making that, U Avionics or somebody made it, and it's only traffic. It's no weather, but it doesn't have power. And then I looked at some of these. Let's see. I think they're the Sentry, which is this little. I forget if it was Sentry. This little device. And there's, see if that was the one. One of them has like 3 different models. They're all, yeah, here they are. This the Sentry Mini, the Sentry, and the Sentry Plus. Yeah, so those guys. Well, they're basically made by ForeFlight. They only work on ForeFlight, and I've used on my phone. I've used first of all, I have Android, so I can't use ForeFlight because it only works on Apple. So I like ForeFlight, and I've used it before with other people's devices on iPads and stuff, but all my stuff is Android, so I can't use that. So then all their devices that only work on that question. So oh yeah, a couple other items I got before I get into the stuff. My CFI always tells me I need a watch, which is good for instrument flying and be able to time and stuff. But and I have watches. Some of my watches that I've had, I don't really want to wear banging around on an airplane and stuff when you're doing pre-flights and stuff. So Boeing actually had these watches like this. It's got a brown leather strap. It's probably fake leather, but and a nice big bezel, I think is what you call the face of the watch. It's pretty good sized watch, and I could see it really clearly. Like I have a little vision issue going like from here to here, here to here, but this is like I can see this loud and clear all the way. So it's a nice little Boeing watch. And it was at the Boeing store at Oshkosh at EAA in their Boeing building. And it was $20. Oh, I'm sorry. It says 25. I'm pretty sure it was 20. What does it say? The Boeing store men's gold rotating watch, $25. It might have been 25. I thought it was 20, but either way, $25 for a good looking watch. It's not uber fancy, but it's a nice watch, and I like Boeing. No matter what anyone else says, I still like Boeing. So anyway, so that was a nice item. And then another important item I've been trying to cobble together, like I have a multi-tool in my flight bag, which we'll get to when we do the flight bag, what's in my flight bag. But Flight Outfitters they had 2 knives, I think. This is the bigger, better one. And this has a few features. It's actually got a flashlight in here. So right on the end here, it's got a flashlight. You can actually remove it. Figure out. Yeah. So pretty cool. And then so it just locks it. Magnet. It's got a magnet. Yeah. So just sits in there. And then this also has a seatbelt cutter right here. And then right here is a glass breaker. So it's a nice compact little knife. And then of course the knife itself. It's a knife with a serrated, and so you could saw your way through some little twigs or some little pieces of wood and build a fire. Whatever else you might need to do with a knife while you're stranded out in the wilderness. Hopefully not for very long, but so it's a nice knife. It's got a nice weight to it. It's not lightweight by any stretch, but it's not cumbersome and heavy. It's really solid. It's got a really solid feel to it. It's got a belt or a little flip here, so you clip it into like your pocket of your jeans. Always wear jeans while you're flying, or long pants, preferably jeans, thick fire protection. These fire dampening, slow down the fire. And then it also came with a little carrying case with a belt loop on the back side, Velcro cover. So it's a nice little deal. It's got the little Flight Outfitters logo. I like Flight Outfitters. They don't have like they have a nice small collection of really useful items. They have smaller lift bags for flight bags if you don't need a huge bag. I've got the bigger one. I've got the like the backpack lift bag. It's big, it's heavy, it holds a ton, it holds a lot of weight. I've tested it, probably abused it, and it's served me very well. And I'll do a review on it. They've just come out with some new products. They have some like nice travel like duffel bags that are kind of retro, kind of old school looking, like suede, or I forget what they are. They may be canvas type or uh, whatever, but they're they have some nice stuff, but they don't have a collection of stuff that's so over the top. They have knee boards. I was looking for a knee board last about a year ago, and I contacted them again because I have they're kind of geared towards iPads. So they say, this one will work for this type of iPad, or you can put this thing in and work for another iPad or mini. But I have uh, Android stuff, so different dimensions, different thickness, and everything than an iPad. So I actually um, pulled up my dimensions off the packaging from my um, Android tablet, and sent it to them, and they cut out a piece of cardboard that matched that and matched it in and sent me pictures of the thing. I mean, that's just really great service. So really cool. So that's Flight Outfitters, and they just have great stuff and really great service. So really really pleased with them. And they're like a really cool company. The owner he's always at Oshkosh, and I just since as long as I've been going to Oshkosh, I've been running into him and talking to him, and he's just a really cool guy. Just always really friendly, and um, Flight Outfitters. So this knife, I like it a lot. Can't wait to just have it with me. I'll carry it on me. I'll have it in my pocket when I'm flying. Another trick I learned a long time ago somewhere was when you're driving or flying or whatever, when you're on the go, people put their cell phone. I watch people put their cell phone, they mount it to their windshield, they mount it all, they got it everywhere. I do have EFB on here, like for navigation and stuff, more as a backup than more or less as a backup than the um, you know weird. Okay. Because I use my tablet for the actual navigation and stuff. But I can quickly look things up, like if I'm sitting in an FBO or just planning a trip or whatever, I can look something up on my phone real quick. Field elevation, or length of the runways and weather and all that stuff. But um, put your phone, like your knife, like your survival knife, put your phone in your pocket, because if you get into a accident or an incident or whatever, whether you're driving your car or in an airplane and whatever, if this thing is sitting up on the glare shield or sitting down in the center console or wherever, mounted to a suction cup, and you get in an incident or an accident, this is going to go, it's going to go flying. It's going to be back there, way back there somewhere. It's going to be way up there somewhere. It's going to be out the window, gone. Survival tools, things you need in an emergency. You want to have them on you in your pockets. Another reason not to wear shorts while you're flying. It's not the main reason, but it's a reason. So thirsty. Wrapping it up here. Also from our friends at SiriusXM, we have the the umbrella. Isn't it bad luck to put an umbrella indoors? Yeah. And the little thing here, this way. Something about this just doesn't. Yep. Come on now. Here we go. Yeah, SiriusXM. They were really cool. They loaded me down with some swag. Sure. Also, Garmin bag, hat. SiriusXM also gave me one of these, kind of like the Boeing thing. This is one of those stay cool, cool gator. It's like a thing you can put over your neck. You get it wet and then you put it over your neck, cool you off in a hot and humid day. Fortunately, we didn't have that kind of weather. But final item of the list was Garmin GDL 52. This is a portable ADS-B in solution, which I was looking for. And I'll open this. I'm going to open this tomorrow, I think, on a separate video, and then I need to get it activated and everything. So this one, I was always confused about all of these options for ADS-B in solutions, the portable ones. First of all, there aren't really a lot of options. Garmin has this, and they have another one. They have the GDL 50 and 52. I don't know if they have any others right now. I think these might be the only ones they have. I'm not 100% sure about that. And then they have, there's the three, the mini, the normal, and the super or whatever, Sentry by ForeFlight. Those only work on ForeFlight. There's the level, which their product is this Astro Plus. I liked it, and I almost bought it. And I really like the company. It's a family-owned company, so it's not a big, massive company like ForeFlight owned by Boeing, Garmin, all that. So, but what it came down to was partly, I trust Garmin. I fly planes that have all kinds of Garmin, up to the G1000, and so on. So, Garmin avionics, I certainly trust, and they're well respected. But I might have gone to one of the others, except this other ones. The Sentry, what is it? The Sentry Mini. It starts at, I forget how much, but let's just say $395. I think, and then there's Stratus. Theirs are about seven something. Let's see. Do I have? Oh yeah, these guys. The Sentry Mini, Sentry, and the Sentry Plus. They don't have the pricing listed on here, but this is actually a comparison of all the products that are out there. So there's the Sky Echo 2 ADS-B. That's a UK EU product. So it's not here. That's the U Avionics. So I think U Avionics used to have that little ping thing. It was just a little thing and it didn't have power. So you either had to have it powered or have a portable power. Same thing with, I think, the Sentry Mini. So all these Sentries don't have satellite weather. the GDL52 has satellite. The Garmin, they have a Garmin Glow. I'm not sure what that was. Bad Elf. And then for ADS-BN, let's see, dual XGPS 170 dual status tool. And then there's Apero Stratus 3. And then the ForeFlight GDL90 extension, third-party developers. So really, there's these Sentry guys. There's this list doesn't show the level, but there's the level Astro Plus, which is ADS-B ADS-B in traffic and GPS, optional external antenna. Okay, and then AHARS. That's right. So then these guys all have GPS. I think like that other little guy that maybe doesn't, it maybe not available anymore, which I think was called the Ping. Maybe it didn't have, I don't think it had GPS. So anyway, why did I pick this? Well, there were a couple of reasons. One, I was walking by the Sirius XM booth, which is just outside one of the hangars. It's kind of in a tent. And I just happened to be walking by and they had these. They had one out just sitting up there. I think they had it hooked up or they had it connected to their iPad and stuff that they had on display. I just happened to be walking by and I saw it. And I was going to go look at the Garmin building and I hadn't even gotten in there yet. It's already like Friday. So I stopped in there. I said, "Do you sell these?" And they go, "No, but we provide the satellite service to it." I said, "Oh, I'm not really interested in satellite service. I just want the ADS-BN, traffic, preferably the weather and traffic, but preferably the traffic, most important." And although the satellite service makes sense, I get it, but I didn't, just for most of the type of flying I do, I don't really need it. So, well, anyway, I started talking to them, and then they showed me their sales sheet, and they had a rebate on these, where Garmin had a $100 rebate, and Sirius XM had a $400 rebate on this model. They had less rebates on the other model, but which is I think the GDL50, but that one doesn't have Sirius XM. So by the time you figure it out, basically, and then they also include, I forget if it's 2 or 3 months of satellite service when you buy this. And then AOPA also has, it's either 2 or 3. One is 2 and one is 3 months. So between Garmin and AOPA, it's like 5 months free service on satellite on this. So, and I haven't flown. I've been traveling and doing other stuff, so I haven't actually flown since Oshkosh. So I'll be flying around the end of this coming week, which is, I also need to activate this to qualify for the rebate. But anyway, so all I had to do is go buy this from one of the vendors. So I went to like Gulf Coast, Pacific Coast Avionics. They only had one left. I went to Sporties and they had a couple left, and the sales rep or the rep who was working at Sporties, I'd actually already talked to him, and he and I had talked through all of these products, and I really liked him. He was really, we just got along and talked about a lot of different things, and then about aviation and flying and stuff. And then these guys also Level down in Florida. Again, I talked to them. I really enjoyed chatting with them too. So, but I already talked to the guy at Sporties, and then right after I talked to him, just a few minutes later, I walked by the Sirius XM booth and wound up seeing this and just happened to start talking to them. And And the whole time I was talking to them, I think the Thunderbirds or somebody was really loud jets were flying over, and it was actually when I first started talking to them, I couldn't. I was like trying to cover my ears. It was loud. It was crazy, and I think they thought I was crazy because, like, I was having problems with my phone at that time. I couldn't. I was having just issues connecting my phone and the internet and stuff. So I was I was like, "Do you have a garbage can?" And they're like, "Yeah, we got one right there." I was like, just kidding. I was gonna throw my phone in the garbage bits. Um, so anyway, I started talking to them about this, and they're like, "Well, we don't actually sell these. We just provide the satellite service. That's why we have it here on display." But then they go, "Well, by the way, we have this deal right now, show special." So all I had to do was buy this at Oshkosh. So I just went right inside the hangar. Right there was Gulf Coast Electronics or Avionics, and I bought my last headset from them before my new headset that I just got, and then and they were great back then. It was quite a few years ago, but I've always thought they were a good company. And then Sporties was literally like in the next aisle, just next little taxiway, basically over from where Sirius XM was. So, and then Garmin was just down the row. So I ran over to Sporties, ran into the same guy I'd been talking to a couple different days I was in there, and so I said, I was interested in this, and so he went out. They had like a trailer out in the back of their little tent thing that they were selling stuff out of, and so anyway, they had these in stock, so they had a good price for it. So I bought it from Sporties. Then I took it back to um, Sirius XM and got the paperwork for the rebate. And then all I have to do now is when I turn this on and activate it for the satellite, then all I have to do is just call call Sirius XM to activate that, and that's done for the rebate. Then I had to go to Garmin and fill out a form with them, which then they had to sign and fill out their part of it, show that I had the serial number, purchase receipt, and everything for it. And then, um, so that was that. So then I was done. Then at Garmin, we sent it into Garmin right there. So I should be getting my $100 rebate from Garmin and then my 400 from Sirius coming weeks, I hope. And then what I'm going to do, this was the last item on my list. Garmin gave me another nice bag, which I always appreciate. These bags are great, obviously, like for shopping nowadays. One store I shop at, they don't even have bags anymore. My state charges for shopping little plastic, you know, like smaller than this, half the size of this plastic shopping bag. You pay 8 cents. Or if you get this size bag at one of the grocery stores, it's 16 cents now. And that's mandated by the state, which is just stupid. But anyway, so yeah, I appreciate all these bags, but like Garmin, they threw in a hat and all kinds of stuff, some swag. So appreciated that. And then anyway, so that's kind of the I think that's most of what I hauled back from Oshkosh. Plus, I hauled back a bunch of these, about three more of these Boeing bags for a couple of my friends. My friend who helps me with weather, my friend who's about to solo. I'm trying to get him to go to Oshkosh with me next year. Tried this year, but he had a lot going on this year. So hopefully next year he can make the trip with me. It'd be fun to go with a friend. I meet friends while I'm there. Like I've got some other friends from out here that that I meet up with at the show. They fly in, so and they on a plane together. So three guys that partner in a plane. So anyway, so it's fun. I meet up with friends. I've met a lot of people at Oshkosh who I now get together with every year and stuff, but more every year. But it'd be fun to go with other people. But so I grab a couple of extra swag bags, throw in some of those extra pens and the remove before flight things and all that kind of little keychains and all that kind of stuff. I just try to throw in some extras for a couple of my friends that help me out. One in particular is my friend who does the weather for me when I'm back there. So when I can't get on my phone to see impending inbound thunderstorm. He's always available 24 hours a day, and so I was looking to get him. I bought him a couple T-shirts as well. What did I get him? Oh, the Oshkosh shirt. Yeah, I got another. I don't know where that one is. I got an Oshkosh shirt. It's kind of red, white, and blue. It's real patriotic. It's kind of, I don't know if there is an official Oshkosh or AirVenture shirt. It's the one I felt was kind of the official one this year, but it's red, white, and blue, patriotic. Got a lot of comments on that. I went to the Abbotsford Air Show up in Canada a couple weeks ago, and a lot of people saw my Oshkosh shirt. And plus, the Canadian Snowbirds and CF-18 demo were, and F-22, our American F-22, U.S. Air Force Raz Larson, last year of his tour on the F-22. They were all at the Abbotsford show, so a lot of people saw my Oshkosh AirVenture shirt and commented on it up there, so that was cool. Anyway, I've got other videos coming up. I've got hundreds, if not thousands, of pictures and videos from Oshkosh this year. I know I took over 700 on my camera. I took 700 pictures at over 700 at Abbotsford. On my phone, both events, I took more videos and pictures. So I just need to stitch all that together, put it together in a somewhat coherent video that's less than 2 hours long, and try to put together just my Oshkosh overview, and then I'll do my I've always wanted to do some videos like kind of the 5 tips for camping at Oshkosh, 5 tips for going inside the air show. There's kind of the inside the show and the outside the show. 5 tips, just things to see and do, or places to hit in the town of Oshkosh. There's all kinds of like right near the airport, all kinds of restaurants and stuff. Some are good, some not so much, but there's good options like that. There's a few that I've actually always wanted to go to. I've seen other people in videos go to them. I've still never. There's one right by the airport that I've never been to, but anyway, long story short, this is my Oshkosh swag bag and purchases. I'm sorry, can't remember where my other shirt is. I got that from my weather friend, and then I know I have that other shirt. I'll wear it in my next video or something. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Part 2, Oshkosh swag bag and purchases 2024 video. And I really like this survival knife, and then the GDL 52. This was not cheap, but with the rebates, it got down to actually the price of the main competitors, which are the Stratus, Stratus 3, and the even the level's about the same price. The Level Astro Plus works out to about the same price as what I paid for this with the rebates. So it's the other nice thing was buying it there. The tax was less than half of here where I live, so that was nice. And my Boeing watch, actually, I should start wearing this. I like it. Cool watch. It's just a cheap kind of a facsimile of a nice watch, but I think it looks nice either way. And then tomorrow I'll do an unboxing of this because I want to get it unboxed, get it up and running. And then as part of this, I've been using a different Garmin product for my, I was using Flight Plan Go for my EFB. So that's the next step is we'll unbox this, get it going, and then we'll upgrade. My EFB will be Garmin Pilot from now on. So time to get real about that. It's I forget how much it is, $109 for a year, so it's pretty cheap. So thanks for tuning in this episode of part 2, Oshkosh. It was great, Oshkosh. I'll do a proper video on it. I thought it was the best year yet. Always think they can do better, but they really nailed it on a lot of things were really good, and the weather was just awesome. And the throughout the week, the Thunderbirds, Blue Angels, the Italian Tricolor, their demonstration team, and the Canadian Snowbirds, plus the Canadian CF-18 demo on top of the US F-22, F-35, A-10, Growler demo team. We had all our, like, pretty much all our demo teams there, but the F-16, I think we had the F-16 demo team as well. So it was really cool having all four of probably what are the five. The RAF Red Arrows would be the fifth team that would be the top teams in the world, I would say, for demonstration teams. Four of the five were there, and it was great. And then the RAF Red Arrows are just arrived in Canada today, I think it was. They came over. They're going to be doing like 5 or so air shows, unfortunately all in Eastern Canada, but it's cool that they're there to help celebrate the RCAF 100th anniversary. So, and I had family that were RCAF, so appreciate it. It's cool to celebrate that, and had a great time meeting all the met the snowbirds and the CF-18 and demo pilot, plus all the other, there were a lot of CF-18 Canadian CF-18 pilots that were at Oshkosh, so it was really cool. And then got to see them all again up in Abbotsford 2 weeks later, and all the Canadian and American. There was a huge presence of American B-52 at Oshkosh and Abbotsford. A lot of cool stuff. So I'll do a video on that. Got to see the B-2 fly, or sorry, the B-1. The Bone B-1 bomber was came through Oshkosh a couple times. I saw it up close too. Unplanned. I was just happened to be driving along the end of the runway, and it buzzed right over with the wings. Wings were swept back, and he just came in. He came in and he pulled up hard right, and just climbed and gone on that was his last pass. But it's cool to see it come right over right in front of my windshield too, so it wasn't too high, it wasn't too low, it was just right in front of me, and come screaming across the road down the runway with his wings swept. That was pretty cool. So anyway, that's a way too long a video again, but this is what I love about Oshkosh. I mean, I always get some cool stuff, buy some cool stuff, but then all the swag. I mean, the pens. You know, I've got pens stationed all over my house, kitchen, my office, my recliner, next to my bed, everywhere. Got all these pens that, and what's cool is, you know, Air Wisconsin, whatever it all reminds me of both great companies, but great times at Oshkosh throughout the year. Kind of keeps me going until the next year. It's a lot of fun. I look forward to it. It's always a bummer when it's over. It's hard to believe it. Well, it started a month, basically started a month ago. Let's see, today's the 22nd. So, wait, I forget what the, let's see. Yeah, it started the 22nd of July. So it's been a month since Oshkosh, and then, you know, so it's hard to believe it started a month ago, because it just seems like a day, a few days ago when I got there, waiting for it to start, and then it just went so fast. But it means it was a good time and great weather, awesome weather. One was there really a thunderstorm? Barely a thunderstorm. There was just a kind of a big rainstorm came through middle of the day, and I was in a hangar, just waited it out, and then there was a little, maybe a little sprinkle somewhere else, but in a little threat of thunderstorms one time. But it was a very mild year weather-wise compared to some of the storms I've been through there. So it was cool. Thanks for tuning in, part 2 on this little review, the swag and purchases, Oshkosh 2024. I'm going to try to do a live video tomorrow. I'll do the unboxing of this, a formal unboxing, and then I'll try to do a video like setting this up, getting it running, getting it activated. Main thing I want to see, I'm curious because I live on top of a hill, so I'm curious to see if the ADS-B in will work for the traffic and weather. That'd be really cool if it works at my house, and then we'll activate the satellite portion of the Sirius XM satellite weather, which will be pretty cool as well. So catch you on the next one. Should be tomorrow, maybe tomorrow morning. Right here, part 2. Catch you right here. See you there. See you here. See you then. Bye. Ooh.